A very good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you and your families are safe and secure at home, stay healthy. Welcome back to our ninth standard social studies online class. Children, in the previous class, you have studied about the earth. We live on the earth. Yes, we live on the earth, not only human beings, along with millions of other animals, plants, and microorganisms. The earth is our home. Yes, children, the earth is our home. The earth is the third planet from the sun and in our solar system. It's the only planet known to have an atmosphere containing free oxygen, oceans of water, mountains, forests, valleys, plains on its surface, and of course, life. Next topic, our universe, the sun and the earth. Universe means the combination of matter, energy and space including solar system. From thousands of years, humans have been looking into the sky and were trying to find more information about the sun, moon, planet. About 500 years ago, scientists came up with a new understanding that the earth is not in the middle of the solar system. It actually moves around the sun. Understand? Children, the earth is not in the middle of the solar system. It actually moves around the sun. The universe itself started some 13.7 billion years ago with a Big Bang. Big Bang is one mark important question. This Big Bang explains how the universe began. So scientists have figured out that the stars are actually part of larger groups of stars. This is called galaxy. Galaxy means group of stars. So next topic, Earth has a planetary body. In the previous class, we discussed Earth has a planetary body. In our solar system, Earth is one of the planet. Earth is the third planet from the sun. Earth rotates on its own axis and goes around the sun in definite orbit. So, Earth travels around the sun at a speed of 1,07,200 kilometers per hour. It takes 365 1/4 day to complete one revolution. The earth travels around the sun. It takes 365 1/4 day to complete one revolution. Children, already you have studied in the previous classes about rotation and revolution. Rotation causes day and nights and revolution causes seasons like summer season, winter season and rainy season. Still, the internal structure of the earth. In the previous class, already we discussed about the internal structure of the earth. The earth made up of three main layers. First one, crust, mantle, second one, third one, core. This core divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. Crust, mantle, core. Crust. We live on the outer part of the earth which is called crust. This is crust. So, while the earth was boiling, in a molten form, the lighter particles cooled at the top and formed the layer of crust. The crust mostly consists of various kinds of rocks. This layer goes up to a depth of 100 kilometers width. Next layer, mantle. While the earth was boiling in a molten form, the less heavier particles settled in the middle. Here, settled in the middle and formed the mantle. This layer consists mainly of chemicals called silicates. Next, core. Core is divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. It is while the earth was boiling in a molten form, the heaviest substances formed core. It is composed of dense and heavy substances like iron and nickel. Outer core. Outer core. It can be divided into two sub layers, the outer core and the inner core. Outer core. This layer is composed of liquid metallic materials like nickel and iron. Next, inner core. The solid inner core is made up of iron compounds and heavy substances like gold. It is 5,100 to 6,376 kilometer thickness. Now let us discuss movements of the Earth's crust. The movements of the Earth's crust. So children, the present continents and oceans are not same position and shapes earlier. So the present continents and oceans are not same position and shapes earlier. And old earth continents have moved, collided, merged and torn apart again. So as a result, mountains have risen and been ranged to the ground. Oceans have formed and dried up. Valleys have been curved. Alfred Wegener theory of continental drift proves the same idea. The shapes and positions of the continents are not fixed and permanent. Even today, many of the continents are moving very slowly and pushing each other. In the early 20th century, a German meteorologist and geophysicist Alfred Wegener introduced the theory of continental drift. Continental drift to describe the present arrangement of continents and ocean basins. Wegener said a massive supercontinent Pangaea that existed 220 million years ago. Wegener said that the supercontinent of Pangaea broke up two forms, Laurasia or Angara land and Gondwana land. Laurasia, present North America, Greenland and all of Eurasia north of India subcontinent. Gondwana land, present South America, Africa, India, Arabia, Malaysia and East India and Antarctica. So these two blocks were separated by long shallow inland sea called the Tetsy Sea. Next, the Earth's grid system. Earth grid system, a network of latitudes and longitudes drawn on a globe, is called grid. First we discuss what are called latitudes and longitudes. Look at this picture, children. Top of the map shows north direction and bottom of the map shows south direction, and right side east direction, and left side west direction. So look at this picture. Some imaginary lines drawn on the globe. Yes, some imaginary lines drawn imaginary lines drawn on the globe from west to east direction. These lines are called latitudes. These lines are imaginary lines or parallel lines. So some imaginary lines drawn on the globe from west to east direction. Children, always sun rises in the east. Why? Because the earth rotates from west to east direction. Understand? So these imaginary lines measured from 0 degrees to 90 degrees. From 0 degrees to 90 degrees in both hemispheres. What is meant by hemispheres? Hemispheres means half spheres. Here, look at this line. One imaginary line divides the globe into two equal halves. One imaginary line divides the globe into two equal halves. This is called equator. Equator 0 degrees latitude. Equator 0 degrees latitude. 0 degrees latitude is largest latitude. Equator. Imaginary circular lines getting smaller, eventually each poles. The latitudes has a dot. North side 90 degrees north pole and southern side 90 degrees southern latitude. From equator to north pole, from equator to north pole, northern hemisphere. From equator to south pole, southern hemisphere. From equator to north pole, this is northern hemisphere. And from equator to 0 degrees equator to south pole, this is southern hemisphere. Look at your textbook, page number 9. Here some important latitudes on the globe. Some latitudes are given special names. These are related to the pattern of sunlight falling on the earth. So these are already you have discussed in the previous classes. Yes. So here latitudes value range from 0 degrees to 90 degrees north and from 0 degrees to 90 degrees south pole. There is no latitudes less than 0 degrees nor greater than 90 degrees. Every latitude must be designated with direction. So northern hemisphere, north for N and south for S. Okay. 0 degrees latitude is the largest latitude, and the Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degrees northern latitude, and Arctic Circle. This is 66.5 degrees northern latitude and 90 degrees north pole. Next, the Tropic of Capricorn. The Tropic of Capricorn is 23.5 degrees southern latitude, and Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees southern latitude and 90 degrees south pole. So from equator to Tropic of Cancer, from equator to Tropic of Capricorn, this is temperate zone. Temperate zone. Here this region get heavy sunlight. Why? Because sun rays fall straightly. So next, the Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle. This region is called temperate zone. Here climate is very pleasant. Next, Arctic Circle to North Pole and Antarctic Circle to South Pole. This region is called polar region. Throughout the year, this region is covered with ice, no sunlight. Okay, these are important latitudes. 0 degrees latitude equator and 23.5 degrees northern latitude is Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle 66.5 degrees northern latitude and North Pole 90 degrees northern latitude and the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees southern latitude and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees southern latitude and 90 degrees South Pole. These are important latitudes. So children, equator to North Pole 90 latitudes and equator to South Pole 90 latitudes. Total 180 latitudes. Total 180 latitudes. Now longitudes. Look at this picture children. Some imaginary line join the North Pole to South Pole. This is North and this is South. So here look at this picture. Some imaginary lines join the North Pole to South Pole. These are semicircular lines. These are called longitudes. These are called longitudes. Longitudes means some imaginary lines join the North Pole to South Pole. These are semicircular lines. These are called longitudes. 0 degrees longitude is called prime meridian. 0 degrees longitude is called prime meridian. So 0 degrees there are 360 longitudes. Total 360 longitudes are there. We organize the main longitude into two groups. 0 degrees to 180 degrees going to the east. 0 degrees to 180 degrees going to the east, which are called the eastern longitudes, and 0 degrees to 180 degrees going west, which are called the western longitudes. Eastern longitudes 180 and western longitudes. Total 360 longitudes. So 0 degrees longitude to east side, eastern hemisphere, and 0 degrees longitude to west side, western hemisphere. So the east longitudes from the eastern hemisphere and west longitudes are from the western hemisphere. Okay children, do you understand the latitudes and longitudes? Grid system means a network of latitudes and longitudes drawn on a globe is called grid. So, grid system is used to locate places and know about them on a map or surface of the earth. With the help of grids, one can find out the direction of a places and climate of a place and time, etc. And next, let us study about longitude and the question of time. The time taken for the sun to move 1 degree of longitude is 4 minutes. This represents that each degree of longitude has different time period. For example, children, when the sun at 10 degree eastern longitude, the local time is 12 o'clock. whereas it is 9 degrees eastern longitude. The time is 11:56 am. So thus the time zone is divided into 24 standard time zones from east to west, starting from Greenwich meridian, with width of each zone approximately 50 degrees of longitude. So this is because the difference between two consecutive time zones is 1 hour, that is 15 degrees of longitude multiplied by 4 minutes per longitude is 60 minutes. The 15 into 4, 60 minutes, 1 hour. So children, some countries choose the time according to the meridians that pass through their country called standard meridians. For example, Indian Standard Time for India. So the central longitude 82 degrees 30 minutes eastern longitude is considered as the standard meridian for India and is the reference for IST. IST means Indian Standard Time. Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. Okay children, hope you all understood the topics. Thank you.